All right, ladies, I am here to do my top 12 teams tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight on the show. All right, my top 12 teams. New England is number one. Unbelievable. I think they have 18 or 19 interceptions. They just got Mohamed Sanu. They didn't even have Josh Gordon this week. Julian Edelman, Ben Watson, Philip Dorsett, the running backs, James White, Sony Michel, Tom Brady. This is the best team in football by far. Number two, the Packers. Wow. They just keep getting better and better. Probably since the first time since probably like 2011. Aaron Rodgers has a defense. Running backs, Aaron Jones, not bad either. They're doing it right now without Davante Adams. You wait when they get Davante Adams back. Oh my lord. They're number two. Number three, the Saints. Fantastic. This might be the best defense I've seen from the Saints in a while. Wow. And then it's been good the last 2 years, but this year I think they're stepping up because they, no Drew Brees. They're a little bit. They realize they have to step up a little bit more with Teddy Bridgewater. They've been fantastic. I believe Teddy Bridgewater is 5-0 as a starter this year. They've been fantastic. The only reason I have them at 3 and behind the Packers is simply because due to the fact that at this moment the Packers got a better quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. But obviously, they're going to get Drew Brees back here in the next few weeks. That's another good football team over there, the Saints. Number 4, I got San Francisco. Jimmy Pornstar, George Kittle, Matt Breida, Marcus Goodwin, Richard Sherman, Nick Bosa, obviously Kyle Shanahan, the coach. It's a good football team right here as well. D Ford, I just don't know if they're as prove, obviously, as the other team, the Packers, the Patriots, and the Saints. They're undefeated. They're 5-0. They deserve some love. I put them at number 4. Number 5, Baltimore. Damn, that defense now with Earl Thomas and Marcus Peters. Damn, that secondary, man. Is it Legion of Boom 2.0 now? With Marcus Peters and Earl Thomas in Baltimore. They run the football with Mark Ingram, Lamar Jackson, getting better and better as a thrower. It's going to be a good football team right here. This is a good football team right here. They impressed the hell out of me going up to Seattle and beating Seattle. I believe they beat them, 30-14, I believe was the final score. They put a whooping on Seattle low-key. It impressed me, man. That team impressed me. Number 6, Indianapolis. Like I keep saying, they're probably the best team in football without a top 10 quarterback. But Jacoby Brissett has been pretty good. That offensive line is fantastic, opening up holes for Marvin Mack to go to. Run through, you got T.Y. Hilton, Eric Ebron, Doyer, the other tight end, Leonard, the linebacker, leads the defense. Probably the best team in football without a top 10 quarterback, Indianapolis. They're fantastic. Seattle, number 7. Look, I think they're overachieving this year. Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, they really are. Russell Wilson, I think he's thrown 15 touchdowns to only 1 interception. He's probably right now the top contender for MVP. Chris Carson, leading the league in rushing with Penny. Pete Carroll's got that defense ready to play, led by Bobby Wagner. It's unbelievable. They just find a way to continue to stay in it every year after year, no matter what. Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. Russell Wilson, I think, is a leading candidate for the MVP right now. Number 8, Houston. Look, they're 4-3, but I like what I'm seeing. Sometimes a little bit suspect offensively, still trying to figure out that offensive line, but it's getting better. Carlos Hyde running the football. Duke Johnson, obviously, what's that guy's name? DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller. Fantastic defensively. The secondary worries me a little bit, but I think they look better. Slowly got to keep getting better. Lost to Carolina, Saints, and Indianapolis are teams above 500. So all their losses are at teams against 500. So that's good. They're not losing to shitty-ass teams. And Deshaun Watson looks fantastic. He looks fantastic this year. Number 9, Kansas City. Right now, obviously, they got a few problems. They're not healthy. They got their franchise quarterback is hurt, Patrick Mahomes. Defensively, I'm still worried about that defense. Let's see how maybe they stay. Maybe this helps them, just like the Saints lost Drew Brees and Teddy, and they kind of rised up and rallied around have rallied around Teddy Bridgewater. Maybe it'll be a similar situation for Kansas City. Maybe they'll rally and rise up around Matt Moore. Obviously, that they don't have the talent that the Saints have, so we'll see what happens. But maybe this could be good for their defense these next 3 weeks to try to rally up and rising up, to without Patrick Mahomes. We'll see what happens. Next, Minnesota. They just keep winning. I think they're 5-2. I think only lost at Green Bay, at Lambeau Field, and at Chicago. And Chicago's not even a good football team. I'm sorry. Michelle Trubisky sucks ass. I'm sorry. I was watching some film on Michelle Trubisky. There was a point where, up in that Saints game, where he had 2 wide receivers open and he held on to the football too long and he got sacked. Mitchell Trubisky's not a good quarterback. They'll beat them when they get them in Minnesota. So their only team they should be worried about is the Packers. This is a good football team. I'm still wondering, I beg your pardon, Kirk Cousins on the road in a hostile environment. I'm still scratching my ass. But I thought he was going to lose at Detroit, and he won at Detroit, so that's good. Obviously, you got so much talent, Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, defensively they're stacked too. It's just about Kirk Cousins. Can he step up in hostile environments on primetime TV? But so far, other than that Packers and Chicago game, looking good. Like I said, you'll get Chicago the second time around in Minnesota. You'll be fine there. Hold on. I lost the list. What the fuck is happening? Number 11, Dallas. Look, I still don't know how to feel about this team. I think they're a good football team, but I don't think they're a great team. I don't think they're the Packers, the Patriots, the Saints. You know what I mean? I think they're a top 10 team in this league, but they're not a Super Bowl contender to me. I'm sorry. Once again, you beat Philadelphia. People got to stop saying Philadelphia's a playoff contender. They're not. Philadelphia's not a playoff contender, ladies and gentlemen. They're closer to Washington and New York than they are to Dallas. Than they are to the Packers and the Saints. So I don't know why people are so happy for Dallas. I'm not. That Philadelphia team is trash. Now there's talks about they have checked out mentally and are late to meetings and practices. Carson Wentz, he looks. I don't know what's wrong with the guy. The receivers can't catch. Secondary can't stop a freaking diarrhea if they have Pepto-Bismol. I still think that was a good football team, but they're not a great football team. Number 12, Buffalo. Look, they got a top 5 defense. They got a little bit of a scare this week versus Miami, but they found a way to pull it out. Their problem is their offense. Josh Allen. That's their problem. But so far, so good. I believe they're 5-1. They're winning. They keep on winning. They keep finding ways to win. Only game they lost is to probably the best team in football, New England. So Buffalo, man, they just find a way to win. And as long as they do, we got to show them the respect they deserve. I think they've been on this list for a while now, has Buffalo. They just keep finding a way to get on this list. They keep winning. That defense keeps finding a way to win. Running game, with Devin Singletary. I think the mentality is, look, Josh Allen, this is our defense. They're gonna keep you in the game. Hand it off to Devin Singletary. Just don't fuck this up, okay, little man? Don't fuck this up. If you don't see nobody to throw to, throw it away. If they're pressuring you, and you feel like you have to throw off your back foot, throw it away. Maybe they'll show him the film of Sam Darnold this week versus the Patriots. This is what we don't want you to do. Throwing off your back foot, forcing the football up in tight holes, throwing up in the middle, and hoping for the best. That's not what you... So I think he's a game manager. Right now he's young, and they're just going to tell him, let our defense will keep you in it. Hand it off to Devin Singletary and even Frank Gore, and just don't fuck it up. If you don't see nobody wide open, throw it away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are my top 12 teams. Until next time, I am out like a light.